the lost films, but found again. Hello, this is Doug Wead, and I have been your storyteller for these past 8 DVDs, showing the history of my parents and my brothers. I was rummaging through some old boxes in 2008 and found these 8mm films. I shipped them off to have them transferred to DVD, and when they came back, I was astonished. Now this will be a reprise from our ongoing story. We go back to 1942. Roy Wead, my father, was the pastor of a church in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. There in August 1941, my mother, Rosa May, gave birth to her firstborn son, James Kenneth Wead. These films show Jimmy Wead a year and a half later learning how to walk. In June 1942, the Battle of Midway was being fought in the Pacific. And later this very same year, in August, Jimmy would celebrate his second birthday while Hitler's war machine was deep into the Soviet Union. When I look at these films, I'm shocked. Jim is so vulnerable here. He was always the big brother on the block. He was always the leader. He was always in charge. Here he really gets his time to be the baby in the family. The Hogans, friends from college, helped Dad and Mom get their first church in Ohio, and Mom and Dad helped their friends, the Zinks, get a church there too. In these film clips, the Zinks visit the Weeds in Akron. Gladys Zink is still living. I sent David this film clip via YouTube, and he passed it on to his mother, who remembered the moment well. She was pregnant with their second child, Sharon, and lived in an apartment upstairs in Alliance. The couples downstairs weren't willing to share the bathroom, not an easy arrangement for a woman with child. Such was the primitive living for newlyweds and pioneer pastors in the 1940s. During the Christmas of 1942, Hitler and Stalin were slugging it out in Stalingrad, Russia. World War II was reaching its climax. Our grandmother, Willa J. Short, the famous evangelist, arrived to celebrate with us. Here, Mom and Mama, as we called Willa, our grandmother, are seen with a prominent family from Dad's church who were big fans. In January 1944, Roy Wead